Yo, what is happening in the building? It's your main man, Coach Fa.
And it's your brother, Mr. Lewis.
And we are here to make your listening and viewing pleasure happen forthwith. And with that, we're glad you're back. We're glad to see you. And let's just go right on in to what we're going right on into.
Welcome to the Candid Corner. 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 Your number one spot for hip-hop, classic hip-hop, today's hip-hop. You talk about sports, you talk about Knicks, you talk about 76ers, you talking football, you talking about Giants, you talking Steelers. Your main spot for New York and Pennsylvania sports, baby. Right here. Coach Fa, Mr. Lewis, the Candid Corner. Real talk for real listeners. Yeah.
Brought to you by Naptime Entertainment Media and the good folk over at Off the Ball Network. Yo, so thank y'all for tuning in. I see everybody falling into the building. If you're new to this, stay true to this. This is one of the most fun podcast shows you're ever gonna hear or watch. So just dig in. We talk smack. We sip tasted beverage. You know what it is. Yo, so while we here, while we got them, because I see everybody filling in and I see the wonderful guests filling into the building.
Right.
Let's go straight into some headline heat, Mr. Lou. How you feel about that?
Hey, I'm down. Let's do it.
So let's hit that. Yo, I got the tunes in the back. Yeah, you know what it is. Welcome to Headline Heat. Yeah, y'all. All right. So, first thing I saw real quick, man. You know what I mean? Listen, I know I want everybody out there about the vaccine and to be vaccinated and take care of themselves and stuff, but you know, some messages, man, is just a little extra, where I'm like, I know everybody gotta be safe and all, but like all I'm saying is this is probably not the best spokesperson for the for getting the vaccine. And if y'all haven't seen it, y'all peep this out, man. Wait. Well, he said I sell things. I sell things, brother.
Wow,
You the I sell things spokesperson. Really?
Yeah, no, I can't hear him.
You didn't hear him? All right, let's wiggle back one more time, cause
Okay, I got it now. It was my end, bro.
Entrepreneur, I sell things. I come in contact with people all the time. I have to stay safe. I didn't have a choice but to trust the vaccine. If you live the type of lifestyle that I live, you out here in the streets, and you hustling, an entrepreneur like me, why not do it safely? So I want everybody to take this seriously. Take a shot at staying healthy.
Wait. Again, ladies and gentlemen, an entrepreneur like me. Wait. Who okayed this, bro?
What?
Who okayed this spokesperson, bro?
Arkansas. Why do I just get that big, like, I sell drugs energy?
Yo!
Everybody to take this seriously. Take a shot at staying healthy. Get the vaccine. I'm kind of to a screeching halt.
I wish we had our brother Aros on here. He is an Arkansas native. Maybe he could elaborate more on this.
Yo, at first I thought this was Martin Lawrence.
He do have. Well, when I saw, he do got that Lauren.
I mean, look, and then he opened his
head.
mouth, and I was like, "Nah, that's not Martin Lawrence." But what is he talking about? Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, hold on.
Why not do it safely? So I want everybody to take this. So I want everybody. Me, why not do it safely? You hustling, an entrepreneur like me. You out here in these streets. You hustling, an entrepreneur like me. Why not do it? You hustling, an entrepreneur like me. Why not? You out here in these streets. You hustling, an entrepreneur like me. Why not do it safely? So I want everybody to
Did he say busted?
Take a shot at staying healthy. Get the vaccine.
I can't. Yo, y'all gotta check your sponsors, bro. For real, man. There's like a criteria.
Yeah, it's like, bro, you might as well did a rap at the end too. What the hell?
Drug dealers for the vaccine is not a campaign, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, I can't believe some of this stuff. All right. So, yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. I hope y'all had as much fun with that as I did. But
yeah, word, it looked like you're supposed to, like, I guess, take the advice of a 38-year-old washed rapper still trying to get his first mixtape off the ground. I don't know. I mean, I ain't trying to diss the brother.
Weed on the side and COVID.
Obviously, a fellow actor, he got work, but I'm just saying, like, your choices, sir, your choices.
Yo, second childhood. Yo, but all right, I digress, y'all. All right. Free agency is upon us. And there's been some moves made, you know what I mean? And your boy, Joel Embiid got a new friend. In what's his name? Andre Drummond?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Andre's over there now.
Down there.
Did you see the video of when they dapped it up?
No, I didn't catch that one.
Oh, you'll enjoy this.
Wow,
see, ladies and I be breaking stuff, man. I be giving it to the people, them, yo. There's no sound, so it's all good. Look at his face. Look at his face. Look at his face, Glue. Look at his face, Glue. What that look like?
That looked like shade to me.
Yo, does he look happy that dude's on his team? Just watch it one more time. Watch it. Watch the eyes. Watch yeah. What's up, dude? What's up, man? Yeah. Oh, you here? You here? All right. Yeah. You take care of yourself, yo. I mean, this is how he felt.
But at the same time, it's like, bro, like, hope you don't feel threatened. Just like, come on, son. If anything, he is assistance.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I feel you on that. I do. And if they could get along, cool. But historically, they have not gotten along. So I found that to be wild interesting. And speaking of wild interesting, you know how the internet always got the wonderful jokes and stuff. So I found this, and this is supposed to be LeBron sending folk off.
Yeah, the Supreme Dream. Shout out.
Yes. And bringing folk on. So push your seatbelts if you haven't seen this, ladies and gentlemen.
Right this way, y'all. Come on. Let's hurry up. All right, my trans, be easy wherever you going. Caruso, you know I messed with you, but we lost first round. Nah, can't forget that one, man. See you later. Hey, Kuzma, did you get everything? Yeah, I got everything. Are you sure? Because you're not coming back. You know that, right, Kuzma? Yeah. All right, put on the red shirt. You're really sorry. I just want you to never forget that. And get in the car. I'll see you in D.C. or China, whatever. I don't know. All right, bro. Don't call me Boss LeBron. All right, you had 2 points. Do not forget that. Get in the car. KCP, you know what it is. Okay, well, go hoop and get your I don't care. You can be mad. Y'all go. Hey, look. Y'all drive safe. Hey, get them something on me. Yes, sir. See y'all later. Russell Westbrook in the building. Welcome to the Lakers. I'm going to go and let you know right now. Don't shoot the ball in the fourth quarter. Drive-ins only. And this is my team. There's one ball on the court. You do understand that? Yeah. All right, man. Hey, look, welcome to the Lakers organization, Russell Westbrook. Head to the locker room. Hey, the White House, stay right here. Welcome back. Stay right here, though. Hey, Trevor Ariza, man. How you doing? I'm going to let y'all know right now. Look, I'm gonna need y'all to play like this is 09. If y'all not, y'all gonna go back to where y'all came from. Y'all do understand it, right? Hey, heading to the locker room. Y'all might not be there for long though. Mellow! What's up, LeBron? Man, you ready to get a ring? If so, you gotta do more than that jump shot and that corner three you've been doing for the last 7 seasons. Stop playing with me, Bron, man. You know me. Yeah, you're right. I know you, but hey, like I said, you gotta do more than that, all right? Hey, come on, man. Welcome to the Lakers, bro. For real. Hey, but I had a lot of friends on this team. I sent them all packing, you feel me? I'm trying to get a ring. Another ring, you feel me? Dwayne Wade, gone. That's my dog. You my dog, too.
Yo, that dude's LeBron skits be hilarious.
Yo, for real. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we about to bring in some very knowledgeable cats with the Off the Ball Network to break down the free agency. But before we do, I just got to remark that the Mavericks' big splash was Tim Hardaway Jr. for the same $75 million we gave him years ago before we let him vamoose. That's y'all big splash. Word. All right. I hope y'all enjoy that. All right. We got I gotta do this. You know what? We're gonna go to commercial real quick. We're gonna come back. We're gonna bring the gentleman in. And then we're gonna go to a quick infomercial, so to speak. So let's hit it. Make sure y'all go to McDonald's and get that brand new Space Jam toy with the extremely lifelike LeBron toy. Make sure you get that extremely lifelike LeBron toy right at your McDonald's. Da 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 da. Bald. All right, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. We gotta have theme music for this. This is big, y'all. VP. Oh, we've got from the Off the Ball Network. Walker. Barely.
What's going on, boys?
What's happening? And from the Off the Ball Network, from the inside organism, the groove of the Twitter network, New Tape City.
What's up, guys?
What's happening, gentlemen? Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome home.
Well, I guess I'm late on my intro music. Never mind. I tried to cue it up for y'all, but I am late.
Well,
That's
I got
okay,
this.
don't worry.
Yes, just nod your head. It's beautiful. It's hip hop. It's what we do. All right. So let's get into this marvelous free agency talk. And let's start with this. When LeBron saw Giannis win the chip, we knew something had to give. Welcome to the 2021 NBA free agency. Yeah, Giannis. Yeah, okay. So you won the right way. Okay. I don't care. Ooh, you won your little championship. Ooh, you did it. Yay. I'm gonna be back though. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be back. Yo, Mello, man, I know we playing this game and all, but you know what? How about you come on? This poor nigga. Come on. I'm LeBron. I'm your man. You know, on the banana boat. You know how we do. Yo, you know what I mean? Yo, I hear you, fam. You know what I mean? Yo, it's my last chance, bro. I'm trying to tell you. You're older than me, so you know, bro. That's it. Listen, man. You know what I mean? I hear you, bro. I hear you. I think about it. Yo, don't think. All right, think about it. You gonna think about it? Yeah, I think about it. I think about it. Think real hard though. Think rings, baby. Rings. LA rings. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I holler. Yeah. What you said? Yeah, so you know, a man called me up, you know what I mean? He was like, yo, I really need you for scoring and stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know if you coming off the bench, you starting, you know what I mean? We all old up in here, so we all starting together, I guess. I don't know. So I was just like, you know what I mean? Yo, Daniel, that was fun out there, you know what I mean? But Portland, yo, Oregon, yo, I'm a Brooklyn dude, you know what I mean? From Baltimore, you know what I mean? And Puerto Rican. You know what I mean? I ain't really had no business out there. You know what I mean? In Oregon. You know, y'all feel me? Y'all New York, the bodega stand up, Dykeman. You feel me? Yeah. So I'm here out in LA. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Go ahead, y'all. Hey, listen, y'all. Now, we brought you here. You know what I mean? I brought you here. I don't care what Rob Plinka and them said. I don't care what Magic Johnson done tweeted out. This is my team. I don't even got to clarify. I'm about to be 36, almost 37 years old. My son about to be in the NBA, and I'm still here. I got to win. So y'all mugs, listen, Kendrick, which name is, I don't even know. Somebody said, listen, I know we ain't had no cap space, but here you are. So you better rock. Dwight, yo, my man. I'm just glad to be here, bro. I'm gonna do it. I promise we did it before. Yeah, all right. You good. Malik, listen, man. Michael Jordan smacked me in the head on national TV too many times. All right. So you emotionally broken. All right. But yo, listen, I just need y'all to just play your role and just win. You know what I mean? I got this. You know what I mean? AD, he got this when his back feeling good and stuff. You know what I mean? So listen, you got this. All right? Melo coming. Don't Don't you embarrass me in front of my friend. Yo, AD, yo, check it out. I was working. You know how I work to get you? You know what I mean? Guess what? Melo's coming. You know what I mean? Yo, for real. Yo, for real? Yeah, for real. Melo coming. We gonna get some other bums, but, we gonna work it out, because with Westbrook coming, we don't really need... Oh, what's up, Dennis? What's good? Yeah, man, yo, I'm trying to get more than 85 mil. It's coming. Yeah, it's coming. yo, good luck, man. Good luck. That's, what I mean. Yo, bro, could you talk to Rob Plinka? Yeah. I mean, I could only do what I could do. I'm only a player. Yeah, I'm only a player. They don't listen to me in the front office at all about nothing. Ever. I wish they would. I wish those directors and stuff at the movie that I was working on, I wish they would listen sometimes, sometimes, it's corporate. But yo, get the ball. Yo, that was some sucker shit, Holmes. I gotta say. Look, Derrick Rose. Not everybody can get to New York and have a resurgence and be important again. Yo, you leave me alone. Shoot. Yeah, man, that's some sucker stuff. That's all I got to say. All right, sure. Now that we got the shenanigans out of the way, let's chop it up about this free agency. So, y'all want to start with the Lakers, or y'all want to circle back after that?
Well, Mo is here, so he wants to talk about the Lakers, I'm guessing.
I don't.
You know what? Let's do this. Walker.
What's up?
What's up, brother? The newest member, or one of the newest members of the Off the Ball Network, soon to have a basketball college program coming up. We're very excited and we're very proud to have you, brother. And
yes.
Being that this is your first time on our show, what's up, Daddy B in the building? That's my other dude. But anyway, being that you're the newest on the show, you get to spark off. Which team do you want to talk about? and what moves did they make in free agency?
So let's go ahead and get into the Lakers. We can go ahead and go there. I mean, LeBron pretty much lost. I mean, they lost in the first round, and he pretty much walked back and got on the phone down on the banana boat and shipped everybody's asses somewhere across to the other side of the country. So KCP and all them are in Washington now. Russ is in LA. They signed people damn near 40 to come in and try to win a championship. So it's really fascinating to me because it's kind of the opposite of what you're supposed to do if you're trying to win a championship in terms of like building a team. Is you kind of want to build some guys that are going to be around. But like Dwight's like 36, 37 now. Melo's getting up there. Russ is 32. LeBron's old. I mean, we're just getting to a weird place with the Lakers where everybody's about to the point where they're all going to retire together. So it's unique. It's weird. We'll see if it works. I've got my doubts, but
I hear that, man. It's like it's reminiscent of the plantar fasciitis crew that Melo was actually a part of with the Knicks when they brought in Rasheed Wallace and Jason Kidd and everybody who ended up out by the end of the year. 54 wins, yes, and hobbled into the playoffs. So,
yeah.
I mean, if I may say something though, real quick. We're doing the whole age thing with the Lakers. Yeah, I get it. It's funny. They do have like a lot of older guys and whatnot. But when was the last time a relatively young team won an NBA championship? I mean, it's mostly.
I mean, Milwaukee ain't old.
The Bucks.
Milwaukee ain't old.
They're not old, but I'm saying like not many young teams have won NBA championships, with the Warriors, the 2014-2015 Warriors being the last young team to like real young. I think they were like average age 24, 25. I think they won. So I mean, you still need veteran guys in order to win. They're putting all the chips on the table. You know, like they know like
Listen, we know what they're doing. We know what they're doing. This is their last ditch effort for LeBron because yes, he is going to be soon to be playing with Bronny. You know what I mean? Except he might be like the 11th man on the bench at that time. You know what I mean? It's like I did in the skit. He knows what time it is. You know what I mean? So what they're doing is similar to what Boston did with Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen and them at this point.
Yeah, I mean the Mavs did it too. They had an older team when they beat Miami as well.
And you forget the Lakers did it before.
I don't think they put together an older team though.
And the mailman.
Thank you, Mr. Lewis. Thank you.
Hey, I mean,
I'm just glad you threw that out there. I'm just glad.
Say that again, Lou, because I overtalked you. I'm sorry.
I mean, they had,
hold on, Edgar. Please let Mr. Lewis throw out what he just said, because people forget.
Sure.
It's reminiscent of when they tried to bring the mailman and Gary Payton to come and help Kobe out.
Bang. Bang, bang.
Okay.
I don't disagree with that at all.
Right.
That sets a precedent to me, like just real quick, but to speak on that sets a precedent to me that the ring chasing that people are so upset about, this has been happening. Aging guys, now I understand the superstars joining together, that's new to the league, but the ring chasing, like Gary Payton and Karl Malone joined the Los Angeles Lakers. We seen a Miami Heat team when Shaq got traded to Miami from LA. We seen Gary Payton, Antoine Walker, James Posey, Jason Williams. I mean, we seen guys on the last leg of their join because they're like, okay, an up-and-coming superstar in D-Wade, who was at about where Donovan Mitchell is in his career right now. That was D-Wade at that time, probably a little bit better. You had Shaq, who he was on the last leg of his prime, and Shaq finished, I think second or third in MVP voting that year. So we've been seeing this. What the Lakers remind me of right now, what this year's team did, they remind me of what the Brooklyn Nets tried to do when they ended up getting Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce. They had Brook Lopez, and they had Joe Johnson and Darren Williams. This Lakers team reminds me of the lack of success that Brooklyn ended up having when they gave up everything to get Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce. They had Joe Johnson, Darren Williams, and they had Brook Lopez. That was their starting five. And they had Jason Terry. That Brooklyn team looked really good, but I think the Lakers will be a better version of what Brooklyn tried to do for the simple fact I think LeBron is even at this stage of his career is better than any of those guys were for Brooklyn. And then I think AD is in his prime, so that's something that Brooklyn didn't have. But even like Westbrook, you said he's probably on the last leg of his best years. That was Darren Williams. He was on the last leg of his best years. So I see it being very similar. And Darren Williams
is in his prime, bro.
But Darren Williams wasn't averaging a triple-double.
Yeah, but see, the problem is
his best years was I'm saying the best years of his
career. The problem is with Darren Williams was Darren Williams. I just got to say that. He is one of the best cases for ultimate potential, never actually jumped into that space. I mean, dude, even with Jerry Sloan coaching, matter of fact, he's the reason Jerry Sloan retired, bro. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I feel like if he was even 50% of who he was supposed to be, it works over there. But because he wasn't, that's why it didn't work. And then they aged out the next year. But as far as ring chasing, listen, if you're at 37, 38, 39, and you've been a star in this league and you unfortunately haven't been able, I'm cool with that. When you do it in the prime of your career, I'm not cool with that. Just saying.
No, and that's why I just put the ring chase, the old, like when guys were older, people are like, oh, all these veterans are, and I'm like, I know it's new as far as like, you see guys in their prime, but all the veterans trying to jump on any team to try and win a ring. We've been seeing this.
I get that.
That's not a new aspect.
Piece. You know what I mean?
And that's what the Lakers
all-stars and stuff, but they didn't got that ring. So
that's all Melo's, like that's all a guy like Melo was missing. Melo has had ultimate success everywhere. He's just missing that ring. He gets a ring he can ride off into the sunset. He get that. Even if at 36, 37, he wasn't the contributor that he could have been in the prime of his career at the end of his Denver stint, in the beginning of his Knicks stint. I get that. But still, like he get that piece of hardware on his way out. Trevor Ariza, who already has won a championship, will love nothing more. When you get one, you want another. Yes. And he got one a lot earlier in his career with Kobe. He wants another one.
Go ahead, so it's Sam Mitchell.
Yeah, it's just one of those, like, when it comes to championships, I think the Lakers, I think what they're doing, I know everybody talk about their age. I don't think the Lakers are going to flame out the way everybody think because of the way they stack their team. Yes, a lot of them are old, but they're going to get a lot of rest. Their big three is going to be able to load manage. Russ, LeBron, and Anthony Davis are all going to be able to load manage based on who they put behind them. There's going to be times where Russ could take over a game, at least ball handle and run an offense. So now LeBron can sit out a game because they got a guy who can run the offense. Then you got Malik Monk and Nunn coming off the bench. That's your young, and THT. That's your young guys getting buckets. Melo can rest a little bit. He don't have to play 30 minutes a game. He can play somewhere between 20 and 25. A lot of those older guys can play 20 to 25 minutes. You got the younger guys. Malik Monk gonna get better. He's gonna develop. He's gonna get better. All he gotta do is get buckets. That's it. Kendrick Nunn has proved he can do that, not on a consistent basis, but he's proved that he could get buckets. So some of those younger guys, THT, they're just there to play quality minutes. And then the other guys, the older guys, bro, they're not playing 30, 40 minutes a game. Marc Gasol playing what, 20, 25 minutes a game? You know what I'm saying? So the big three going to be able to load manage. I think they'll be able to come into the playoffs as healthy as a team of their age and caliber can be. And I don't see a lot of teams beating the Lakers. If all teams come into the playoffs healthy, which is a wishful scenario because most teams won't, but if all teams come into the playoffs healthy, I don't see a lot of teams that can hang with that Lakers team. There's just not a lot, East or West. There's not a lot of teams that's going to match up with that Lakers team.
Malik Monk shot 40% from three last year, and it was his first season sober. People forget that. It was his first season sober, and he had his best year. That's not meant to be like a joke or anything. Like that's
that's real. That's real. If he can,
and I think LeBron.
He's only 23. Like people give up on these kids now because people come in as one and dones, and their fifth year in the league is when they're 23. People forget you're not really hitting your prime until 4 years from 23. So
exactly,
Monk isn't going to get better. It's crazy. Like Duke
exactly
can bench and be a sixth man and score a bunch of points while Russ and AD and LeBron aren't on the court. Like, he can still be that dude. Sometimes you got to give him a little bit of time. Sometimes it might take 2 contracts for him to figure it out instead of giving up on him after that 5th-year option.
Everybody has to be a superstar now. Everybody has to be a superstar. They're not successful. Especially if you come out of Kentucky as a 5-star recruit with all that high profile and the high profile recruiting stuff you had your senior year of high school. Then you come in and you're the number 1 scoring option and take a team to the Elite 8. Like, God forbid it take you a little bit longer to figure it out in the NBA rather than coming in right away and being AD or being, De'Aaron Fox or Jamal Murray or whoever else.
Right.
Like, it might just take John Wall, whoever else. Like, I mean, pick and choose. Like, sometimes it just takes these dudes a little bit longer, but to think 23-year-old Malik Monk can't get better is crazy.
Fair. Now, Mr. Lewis, what were you saying?
No, I was just going to say, when you speak of physicality, let's not act like these players in their late 30s nowadays are not phenomenal athletes compared to players of their same age in generations past.
Very, very good point.
That's a fact.
Killing it. All right.
Anybody who watched Dwight last year should know that too.
Yeah.
Dwight was
still serviceable, definitely.
Yeah, Dwight is
now,
not washed.
Now, all right. So let's switch gears for a second, and let's talk about the Bulls' free agency, because they kind of went a little nuts too there, but they went nuts with youth and savvy veteranship, in my humble opinion. Yeah. So let's talk about Lonzo Ball, DeMar DeRozan, Vucevic, and the crew. Let's start this one off with Eeny, Meeny, McMoney, McMo.
Man, I love what the Chicago Bulls did. I don't know if everybody else will, but I love what the Chicago Bulls did. First off, it started with Lonzo Ball. I think him and Zach LaVine as a guard, combo is going to fit perfect. Zach LaVine got to focus on getting buckets. Lonzo Ball focuses on running the offense. Obviously, they have Vucevic from a trade last season, so he doesn't really count in the free agency, but, he has a full offseason in a Chicago uniform now, so he's going to get acclimated to the Chicago way, whatever way that may be. But the DeMar DeRozan acquisition is the biggest to me because in the time of DeMar DeRozan becoming a free agent, not looking like he was going to be in San Antonio, and the possibility from the time he had that interview with Shannon Sharp, where he was considering playing for the Lakers, up until going to the Bulls, I've seen a lot of disrespect thrown towards DeMar DeRozan's way. Like, he's not a winner. He's not a good player. Last year for San Antonio, I think it was, and Walker will probably be able to better correct me, but it was one of his most efficient seasons he's had as a pro. And I think it was his second or third best season as a pro overall statistically last season in a San Antonio uniform. He showed us he could distribute an offense. He could kind of run an offense, maybe not to the extent that you want as a point guard, but as a wing player, he could run an offense. I think he had almost a career high in assists, still averaged 21 points, almost 22, if I'm not mistaken. So DeMar DeRozan is still, like, for some teams to be like, there's no way I would want him. I'm like, there's probably 29 teams, probably all 30 teams wouldn't mind acquiring DeMar DeRozan's services. Now, obviously, there's a price, and certain teams, like, I don't know if I want to pay that price. But if you tell me, hey, DeMar DeRozan is available and all 30 teams have a shot, I don't see why there would be a single team. I would look at any single team funny for saying, well, he don't fit. You figure out a way for a guy like DeMar to fit. He could be your third best option, and you have it. If he's your third option, you have a playoff contending team. Exactly. So I don't understand the disrespect with DeMar DeRozan. I love what Chicago did. I mean, essentially, their starting five is going to be Lonzo, Zach, DeMar, Patrick Williams, and Vucevic. That's going to be their starting five with Kobe White and Lauri Markkanen probably being the next 2 players, and Alex Caruso coming off the bench. Bro, that's a nice 8-man rotation. I'm not as high on Caruso as everybody, but that's a nice 8-man rotation. You talking about the Eastern Conference? Look, I'm sure we'll talk about the Knicks.
He's Dellavedova for their team.
But the Knicks re-up. The Knicks re-upped and added a piece or two. Clearly. We'll talk about that. The Heat re-up. The Heat re-up that added a piece or two. So some of these Eastern Conference teams got better. So like I've been saying, you got Milwaukee, you got Brooklyn. Outside of that, from 3 to 11, there's levels, and it's going to be a dog fight for playoff positioning at the end of next season, I think the Bulls will be right in the middle of it against anybody not named Milwaukee or Brooklyn.
All right, now let's flip that to New Tape City. How you feel about the Bulls, bro?
I like what they did this offseason. I think, honestly, aside from the Lakers, they might be the winners of free agency, to be honest. They added a great young point guard in Lonzo Ball, who, by the way, I did one on the Knicks. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I wanted him on the Knicks. He could distribute the ball. He's gotten a lot better from the 3-point line. He's gotten stronger, and I believe he's only going to improve. They still have Zach LaVine, so now Zach LaVine can focus strictly on scoring instead of having to bring up the ball a lot of times and looking to distribute here and there. He could just do what he does best without having to say, "Oh, hey, maybe I might have to bring the ball here and there." They still held over Vucevic, who's a very good big man. I mean, he's averaging double-double, I believe, or pretty close to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, Caruso.
He's a 2010 guy, or at least an 18 to 10 guy.
Yeah. Pretty much every season.
Right.
He's one of the most underrated big men in the league, to be honest. I know Mo is not very high on Caruso, but I personally like Caruso because I like guys who like play defense like he does. He's not a big time scorer or anything like that, but he does try to pick you up full court. He's a clear hustle guy. He doesn't complain about his role, and that's the type of player. That's one of the type of players you need in order to win. Like those type of guys. I believe if the Lakers could have kept it, they would have kept him. And then who else? Oh, and DeRozan. I mean, my thing, I like DeRozan a lot too. My only concern when they were saying like, hey, there might be a move to the Knicks or so was about spacing. He's not much of a 3-point shooter. But like Mo said, that's not a reason not to want to have him on your team. You fit him in somehow. I am very interested to see how that's going to work though, with him not shooting as many threes.
I mean, again, threes is nice, but it's not the whole NBA. It's like
overrated.
I mean, Kawhi doesn't shoot a whole lot of threes either, and he eats his meals in the mid range. So trust me, when you got guys like LaVine and Lonzo on the wings and on the perimeter, he's gonna feast in the middle because no one's gonna be trying to double down on him because of those guys.
Yeah, no, of course. I'm not saying
look at both the teams in the finals.
Right. I'm not
both
saying
the teams in the finals weren't good 3-point shooting teams, and I mean that was the NBA finals. I mean, Phoenix feasted on the mid range on the road to the finals. Milwaukee shot a lot of threes that they shouldn't have, but they still they weren't a great 3-point shooting team. So I know Edgar, like your point is the spacing, but being a good mid range shooter creates space. It really does.
And I didn't mean
you just
to
don't create
you, bro.
I'm not saying that would be the case.
Spacing is more than shooting.
You know what? This has been great. I think we need a quick commercial break. That way, New Tape City can finish his, and then I definitely want to hear Walter's version of the Bulls, and then we're going to get into a couple of more. But sponsors, and we'll be right back. That's right, y'all. Straight up, the new greatest hits record from that gangster middle America group. Y'all know. They got hits like, "No, I need to speak to your manager now." We got hits like, "I didn't. Why am I being aggressed? Why?" That's right, y'all. Karens with attitude. Go get it right now on Spotify and every Pandora and every other place you can get your favorite records. Karens with attitude. All New York universities require the Anatomy of the Tims class. Especially if you need that dead ass degree. Make sure when you take your intro to dead ass, you get that Anatomy of Tims class. It's a graduation requirement, y'all. I don't make the rules. I just abide by them.
Lord, that that last one almost took me out, yo. Hilarious.
Y'all ain't ever had intro to Deadass? Right, come on.
Nah.
Come on.
Yeah,
Come
I didn't
on.
see that.
That's a New York class. That's a New York class, man.
Word. That wasn't in my
That's a New
college.
York class.
I'm a New York host.
Exactly. That's a New York class.
But
Word.
New Tape City is a New York man also. I know he had his intro to Deadass. Now finish your statement, bruh.
Uh, no, yeah, but speaking about the spacing and the Rosen, like I'm not saying that 3-pointers are the end all be all of everything. I mean, sure, you do need spacing and you do need to make 3-pointers in order to win basketball games. But
Right.
I personally, like me, personal. I don't know if anybody else does it, but I find it very interesting to watch like certain guys, especially star players who are not known as 3-point shooters, and try to see how like their teams adjust or how they adjust to not shooting as many threes. Like for example, like one of the ones I always bring up was Dwayne Wade. You guys know Dwayne Wade wasn't like an amazing 3-point shooter by any stretch. He did shoot them, yeah, but at some point I remember Dwayne Wade ended up saying, okay, I'm gonna shoot less threes, and with that I might hit some more, if I'm saying it right, but he decided to shoot less threes. So I'm interested to see like how like what the Rosen's adjustment might be to that. Like say if like by any strange reason the coach of the Bulls tells him, listen man, like I know you don't shoot many threes and stuff, but I would like to see you take some more. Like I'd like to see what he does in terms of that. Like if you guys get what I'm saying.
I mean, but at this stage is his career. Are you bringing him on for what you think he can possibly do, or are you bringing him on for what you know he does and how it fits in with the rest of the crew?
That depends on the coach. I'm just saying that I find that aspect interesting. Like
Yeah, fair.
as a fan, it's an interesting interesting thing to see. Like
Right on.
I feel
Now,
like what DeMar is what he is.
I feel that too. But Walker, how do you feel about what the Bulls did in this free agency frenzy?
So it's interesting. Mo said DeMar is what he is, and what he is now, as opposed to what he was in Toronto, is he's a primary creator. He was the most efficient pick and roll ball handler that the Spurs had last year, and got like 1.2 points per possession out of that, which is insane. So I think what's interesting is like they talk about spacing, and I think what'll be interesting to see is what Chicago does in terms of who actually runs their offense. Because Lonzo came in to the league not as a great 3-point shooter, but he's shot 37, 38% now back-to-back years. So the guy can shoot off the ball a little bit, and I don't know that you're moving him off ball because he's a gifted passer. But DeMar's extremely gifted as a primary creator, and that's what he did in San Antonio. And that mid-range game kills, and that's why he's so successful in the pick and roll, because he can distribute and also kill you with the J. So I think that's kind of where his role is I think he's going to continue to be like a primary creator in Chicago and help facilitate a lot of stuff while still getting 18 to 20 a game. I think that's kind of his role. And then Levine's obviously your first option. He's a budding superstar. And then I think Lonzo's role is going to be a lot of secondary creation because he's a gifted passer, but he doesn't necessarily have to run the offense to do that.
Right.
And then he can also knock down shots, which helps DeRozan do what he does best, which is facilitate an offense and work inside the 3-point line.
Bang.
So, like that's kind of a angle that people don't really think about with DeRozan, is that he can be a primary creator and he doesn't necessarily have to play off the ball all the time. Like he can come in, he can bring the ball up the court, and you can have Vucevic set that high screen. He can pop, he can slip, he can roll, he can do whatever he wants to do. DeRozan can work with all of that and still run an offense. Lonzo can hit open shots. Like that's kind of where you could get different forms of spacing there. I think, and then Mo talked about their depth, which is really strong. So I like what they did. At first, I was kind of like, but like after having sat and thought about it now, and like really kind of walking through it, they're really deep. They have top line talent, multiple stars. That's what it takes to win in the NBA. Billy Donovan's a really strong coach. I mean, you saw what he got out of OKC when Chris Paul was there. So I think Chicago, like Mo said, kind of right in the middle of that East. Like I think they could slot anywhere. I think they're closer to the 3 to 6 range than they are the 7 to 11 range.
Gotcha.
So I think it's going to be really fun to watch kind of their evolution and honestly kind of just get them back in the playoffs. Like how does Chicago handle a playoff series once we get there? And are they built for that time of year? Like can DeMar being a primary creator work in the postseason? Because we don't really know that yet because San Antonio was severely out-talented. So
Fair.
Yeah, like, I mean, if you surround DeMar with Zach LaVine and Lonzo in the playoffs versus fat-ass LaMarcus Aldridge and, rookie DeJounte Murray.
Right.
A little bit different animal. Like, so we'll see. I think DeMar's going to have – I think this is a really good spot for DeMar. So, and I think he knows that. I think they probably pitched him on some of that primary creation type stuff. And I think he realizes that's what I do best now is shoot the mid-range and facilitate offense and be a scorer and also a passer as opposed to just playing off ball. And I think that's where his strengths are going to be kind of in Chicago now.
Bang. And now we are going to flip it to the Heat. Come on, Mo. Look at your face. Hit it.
So I'm with Walker on how he felt about the Bulls, how he initially felt about the Bulls, as opposed to now I'm on the same track with the Heat. Y'all know, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Heat fan.
Yes,
so I like it. I don't love it. I'll tell you, I love it for next season. I love what we could do. But I don't love it for any time after next season. I mean, initially we just signed, put in perspective every move we made. We got PJ Tucker. We got Mark, who's getting old. He contributed to the championship team, but he's still only getting older. We got Markieff Morris getting older. I like that addition. We got Kyle Lowry, who's 35. We're signing Jimmy Butler to a 4-year extension at the point where when he's at the age of 36, we're going to be paying him $50 million. So we signed Duncan Robinson, who's really strictly a shooter. He's not even a 3-and-D guy. He's strictly a shooter. Lethal shooter. I'm going to give him his credit, but 5 years, $90 million, that's a 3-and-D guy type of pay, in my opinion. I don't pay a 3-point specialist who doesn't really play any defense 5 years, $90 million. But I look at their team and I'm like, okay, Kyle Lowry, Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and Markieff Morris is probably the starting 5 next season, or PJ Tucker. And then, you bring Tyler Hero off the bench along with whoever doesn't start out of PJ and Markieff Morris. You got, we gave up Precious Achiuwa, which I wasn't a big fan of. But then Vincent, who's been hooping, he was hooping in the Olympics. I would expect that maybe he takes on that momentum, but he also could be another guy we see who just hoop harder in the Olympics, and they're great international players, but in the NBA, they're, average to below average type of players. But I like what Miami looks like for next season. Like I said, I think the Eastern Conference is going to be a dogfight. And I think based on that dogfight, I like where Miami, I think they're in that 3 to 6 range along with, I'm sure we'll get into them, but along with the Knicks, the Bulls. I think Philly might even be Philly will be in that 3 to 6 range, depending on what moves they make, but just as is. And maybe even Boston. Maybe Boston's in there. But in Atlanta, I can't forget about Atlanta. But that 3 to 6 range, 3 to 6 range to me is Miami, Atlanta, New York, and Philly. Like that's that 3 to 6 dog fight. They all gonna be fighting out. And then the next tier will be like Boston, Boston, Indiana, Charlotte, even Chicago in that 3 to 6 range.
Wizards. Maybe the Wizards.
Maybe, but
if Bradley stays and works with Kuzma and them, there might be something there with Spencer Dinwiddie. There might be.
Possibly, but I mean, like for the Heat, I give them a B+. I give them a B+ because going into next season, it's gonna look really good. What they did is gonna be really good.
Hold the grades until after class.
Oh, my bad. But going into next season, what the Heat are gonna put on the floor next year is gonna look really good. But everything when you're not a championship team, you got to think about the future, and I think Miami made some moves as if they're going all in right now on one last run to win a championship. And I don't think they're there yet. So you look at, you're going to be paying in 3 years from now, Jimmy Butler is going to be 36 years old and you're going to be paying $50 million. Kyle Lowry is going to be 38 years old and you're going to be paying him $30 million. Like, and the way the contracts were constructed, I think either they don't have an option at all, like it's just a flat out contract, or it's a player option. So Jimmy Butler at 36 knows he's not going to get $50 million from nobody else. So he's going to opt in. You know, I think Kyle Lowry at 38 is going to be like, you know, I know ain't nobody going to give me $30 million. I'm going to opt in. So you're stuck with this core group right here aging, and I don't think you're championship material. I think you're at the very best, if you get the maximum success that you could get next season, I think at the very best, Miami makes the Eastern Conference Finals. And I think that's a stretch. But if I gave them like their max potential, they hit on all cylinders, and this is why I got them going, I would say the max that the additions they made is Eastern Conference Finals. They don't have a chance of winning the championship, in my opinion.
That's like your Eastern Conference Finals is like you get to the second round and draw Milwaukee and somebody gets hurt or they just shoot really bad again and then they
exactly.
It's like, you know, something crazy, and Miami stayed healthy all year. It's just interesting. I don't know who's going to make shots for Miami. Like, I mean, you know, I'm down with shooting's not everything, but you still have to have it.
Right.
And
of course.
Lowry and Jimmy, like Duncan's a good shooter. Hero, I mean, I think Hero's a good shooter. I don't know. He didn't shoot well last year, but so I mean, I kind of question who's going to make shots with that starting five at the end of the game. You know, Jimmy and Kyle Lowry they'll be good. I mean, and Jimmy especially in the mid range and getting to the rim. I just kind of question who's going to be that threat from deep and kind of where the offense comes from towards the end of games and then postseason games. So,
I call this the 2-year project. But before I break into why I call that, I heard the harmonious grumbles of my partner. So what's happening, Mr. Lewis?
No, I was just saying, good point. What he said. It's kind of like Philly was a couple years ago. It's like you got solid players, but you still need shooters.
Right. And yeah, even my illustrious Knicks, you know, fell victim to lack of shooting. So you guys are definitely on point with that. We're getting close to that 10 o'clock hour, and we typically try to keep it to about 10 o'clock. So, real quick, New Tape City, I know we didn't get your vibe on the Heat. So if you can give us that and then give us your, you know, we'll start with the grades with you. So give us your take on the Heat and then give us your grade. Then we going to hit the speed dating because I love this part. Hit it.
The Heat. I kind of like what the Heat did. I mean, on paper, I do think they have a pretty good starting five. I think they're going to have a very annoying starting five. And I don't mean annoying annoying if you're playing against them, like in a bad way. Like, I think they can put out a starting five out there that can really muck up things for teams offensively. Like, they're going to hound you on defense. Kyle Lowry plays defense. Jimmy Butler plays defense. If they start PJ Tucker, that's another dog on defense. Like, that team could, like, really, really potentially lock down other teams if they play well together. I do think it might take them like maybe 15 to 20 games to like really start showing what they got. Kyle Lowry is going to be solid for them. I mean, he can still hoop. PJ
Hoping to him for the Knicks. Keep it above.
Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't have hurt. Yeah, obviously he can still hoop. PJ Tucker can still play. He's a solid, very solid defender.
He showed me skills in his playoffs that I didn't know he had, to be honest.
He's the one guy I could tell you that could basically like almost guard anybody, really.
Right.
Like he is.
That's what he showed me.
Real solid.
He might be under
He's strong.
Exactly. He might be undersized, but he is strong as hell. Like, and he doesn't play.
So what grade do you give him?
I give them a D-. No, I'm just kidding. I'm
about to be that's Candid, bro.
No.
I love that.
Maybe
I love that.
My thing out the socket.
I love that.
All right, no, for
No,
real though. What grade you
for
give
real,
them?
I give them
Unbiased, not comparing to the other teams. Everybody, not comparing to the other teams. It, but them by themselves for their team and their needs. What grades?
a B minus.
Fair.
I think a B minus. The only thing I don't like is that they really don't have any much of a future outside of the moves they made.
Agree. Big Wall. What do you give the Heat?
I'll go C plus for the same reasons. You kind of
Okay.
go all in 1-2 years, don't have enough shooting around to really contend. You kind of just put yourself in a rough spot where you have to kind of mortgage your future to and really go all in the next 1 to 2 years. And if you don't win, then it's a colossal failure.
Bang. Mr. Lewis, Heat grade. Hit it.
A B minus.
All right, so everybody teetered around 79 or 80 on a grade. Mo, what you feeling?
I'm gonna give him a B plus.
Ah!
I still wasn't very high, but like I sit and think about it and forget the future. Like what they did, the dishes they made for me, what going into next season. I like what they'll look like going into next season. And what's forgotten is don't let Vic like the difference maker on this Heat team could be if Victor Oladipo. To me, he's the valuable asset the same way Kemba Walker is to the Knicks. If Victor Oladipo stays healthy, that changes the whole aspect of what Miami will look like.
That's
Just
fair.
like if Kemba Walker stays healthy, he changes what the Knicks look like. So I'm gonna go B plus.
Okay. And I'm glad you brought that up because that is an aspect that we haven't actually talked about. So well done. All right, so spinning back. What was that wonderful team? The Lakers. Ooh, what grade?
Um, once again, I give them a B.
Walter.
I'll go B plus.
Mo.
A minus.
Edgar.
A minus too.
I'll give him an A minus.
I
That's
love
fair.
what the Lakers did.
I give the Heat a B minus also because it's not long lasting. All right, the Bulls. Walter, hit it.
A.
Right on. Mo.
I give him A. Yep,
Okay. Mr. Lou.
I give them an A as well.
Everybody, hey, what you thinking, Edgar?
A.
All right. You know what? I kind of got to give him a A minus. A minus. You know what I mean? Their bench is cool, but it's not great yet. You know what I mean? And they got heavy salaries, and if Lonzo ends up being mid, they're kind of stuck for a little while cap wise. But that's just me being a grouch.
The good thing about the Bulls though is it's longer than a 1 to 2 year plan, so they can add
Yeah,
they can add a little bit of that stuff. This is a good start.
Yeah, it is.
And they don't have bad contracts. Lonzo isn't a bad contract. He's not
That's true.
overpaid. DeRozan not overpaid. So that's why I do look at them as like I don't think nobody on their team is overpaid to where like it's just such a bad contract. Either A, you can't get rid of it, or B, like they're getting so much money that you can't build around it.
Yeah, and
Fair.
DeRozan's and like average like his per year salary might be overpaid, but it's a short term deal. It's 3 years, so you really have no issues getting out of that if this whole thing just blows up and doesn't work.
Fair.
So,
Fair. All right, gentlemen. So thank y'all for your opinions. Thank y'all for your time. I know we didn't get to the Knicks, but ladies and gentlemen, that's okay because on the Knicks corner this Saturday, we got a loaded show. We're gonna do all Knicks all the time. It's gonna be marvelous. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be like New York pizza on the block. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we'll talk to y'all then. And for you wonderful folks that are right here, right now, Mo, tell them where they can find you, brother.
Yeah, everybody can follow me Twitter, Instagram, at Up in Flames Pod. Also Twitter, Instagram for my personal account, Mo_Cheese15. Check me out on Dash Radio every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern. That's Off the Ball Network Mondays. You got Steven at 10 a.m., me at 11 a.m., the Prez, Chris LeBron at 12 p.m., and then you got at 8 p.m. you got the Hoopers every Monday. So, it's kind of Off the Ball Network takeover on Mondays.
Bang,
Just
bang.
go to offtheballnetwork.com, just to support the network as a whole. I mean, everybody does great work. Like, I just wish I could go through the names and give shout outs to shows and all that. Cause I mean, everybody here from Coach File from you to everybody. You know, everybody do great shows. So just go to the network, get acclimated with
It's the
all the
family.
people. Yeah, get acclimated with all the individuals that do the work, and then go check them out because it's just, bro, it's so much great work going on.
And
I
read the
can't
articles,
emphasize it.
y'all. Read
Yeah,
the
the articles, the shows, the everything. Every time some content come out from Off the Ball, it's really crazy. Like, so I just got to give credit to everybody. You know, everybody know they special. Everybody know who they are. So just go to the website and check out everybody individually. Read the bio, learn a little bit about them, and then go check out their shows, articles, or whatever they got to give you. Because it'll really blow your mind what we're doing with, you know what I'm saying? We harder than ES. We the hardest 4-letter network out there, period. I don't care what nobody say, period.
And that's bang, bang. All right, so Walker.
You can follow me on Twitter. My handle's in my description here at Walker Bailey 8. My co-host and I, Chris Bolton, will drop our pod probably mid-September, early September, and be college basketball centric. So until then, just kind of check out the website and follow me on Twitter, and I'll have stuff posted there. We'll have the social up and going soon. So just kind of stay tuned and keep an eye out for that. If you're looking for hoop stuff, especially pre-NBA, like get into some of those guys you're going to see in the future of the league, and we'll have all that stuff handled. So got some cool stuff in the works for that too, kind of starting this week. So keep an eye on that and follow everybody at the network. So
bang, bang.
All right.
Bang Kai, New Tape City.
Yep. You can find me on Twitter at new_tape_city. I'm a massive Knick fan, so you're going to see a lot of Knick tweets. You're also going to see a lot of soccer stuff and just fun stuff in general. I do a lot of the behind the scenes posting with free agency and trades and breaking news type of stuff on the Off the Ball
thing this week, brother.
Yeah, I try with the Off the Ball Network Twitter account. If you don't know it, it's at OTB_network. Make sure you follow it and keep the notifications on so you never miss out on any type of news. We had we had every single move that was made in free agency so far, and free agency is not done yet, so you might want to keep your eye out on that. I know everybody loves Woj and Shams, but we're here too in case you need another more updates.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all again for tuning in. And y'all was rocking with us all the way to the end, and I truly appreciate y'all. Now, make sure y'all check out Spotify, because this will be dropping on the Spotify podcast later on, so you can throw it in your car and enjoy it with the tunes. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on the main site. This will be up on the main site later. Check out these brothers here. I'm telling you, Off the Ball Network is serious. It's not serious. It's serious.
Yeah, make sure you check everybody out, like all their
content. Check everybody. Dude, we got shows every day, all day, for every flavor, from the sports betting to golf to everything, bruh. We got it. Lock in. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see y'all next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Mr. Lewis, take us out of here.
Follow us on all social media platforms. Be sure to like and subscribe to us on YouTube. As always, peace and love. Catch me on Twitch, the Black Lebowski 7. I'll probably still be playing more of that crazy ass South Park game. And yeah, catch me Monday too for the Chivalry podcast.
Welcome to the Candid Corner. 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 Your number one spot for hip hop, classic hip hop.